Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. It is the morning of Friday, the 5th of August, 2025. Court is now open in Latah County, and we are looking at the docket in Laramie versus City of Moscow to determine if there has been any final order entered following the last event in that case, which was a hearing that was held over a week ago where attorneys for both sides, for the plaintiffs and for the City of Moscow, gave oral argument. And what the docket has been saying since then is case is under advisement. And what that means is that there has been no order rendered, whether the temporary restraining order that the plaintiff obtained to enjoin the City of Moscow from releasing further documents pursuant to public records requests from the Moscow Police Department investigatory files into the crimes at 1122 King Road. So at this point, the matter continues to be wait and see. The relationship that this has directly upon the Idaho versus Kohberger case is that as of now, and as of the time that the temporary restraining order was entered, the public has not seen a key piece of evidence in any form that led to Mr. Kohberger's arrest, and that is a K-bar sheath, which was said to have been found on Madison's bed, where Madison and Kaylee, two of the four students, were found on that dark November 13th day of 2022. There was some testing done on that sheath. There was some testing done from a Q-tip, apparently from a trash pull at Mr. Kohberger's family home in Pennsylvania. And we have been told that there was a match connecting Mr. Kohberger to that sheath. The issue is the Moscow Police Department has information that cannot be obtained anywhere else. And that is, as lead agency, they were the first to respond to a 911 call that was made at the property, 1122 King Road, just before noon on November 13th, 2022. First responder from the Moscow Police Department, Officer Mitch Nunez, arrived at about noon, and he was followed by several other first responders from the Moscow Police Department. All of them published reports that were released to the public by the City of Moscow that you can read on the Moscow City's website. There's a section there devoted to these documents, and none of the first responders' reports, including that of Officer Nunez, say word one of a sheath. The December 29th, 2022 affidavit of probable cause that was signed under penalty of perjury by Detective Brett Payne, lead detective for the Moscow Police Department, seeking Mr. Kohberger's arrest, stated that that K-bar sheath was seen on the bed and was visible from the doorway. Same day that that affidavit of probable cause was signed by Detective Brett Payne, Judge Marshall, same judge in the Laramie case, entered an order finding probable cause and also the warrant for Mr. Kohberger's arrest. So the manner in which Judge Marshall now rules on the permanency or non-permanency of this temporary restraining order preventing the City of Moscow from releasing certain further information could be the difference between the public seeing or not seeing any body cam footage or photographs that were taken in Madison's bedroom. There were 15 of them that we understand from a report from one of the first responders, Officer Snyder, that he took after his arrival on November 13th, 2022. Once Judge Marshall renders a ruling, a final order on this matter, we will notify you. But again, as of right now, The docket continues to say case is under advisement and no final order has been rendered. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. Thank you so much for joining us here today.